Hello everyone, new One Piece chapter just dropped, so let's fucking go. Chapter 1976. We have a jump cover with a gang and some fucking treasure. Nice of Oda to remind us that this is still a pirate story after all. I guess he did with that video of him dropping the treasure in the bottom of the ocean. I need to make a video about that too. Anyway, let's continue. Hey yo, what the fuck? It's the live action crew. With a piece of, what is that, a steak in his hand. It's quite different when you see it in real life. No, and it's meat like that. At least post-caveman days. By the way, the new live-action season must have just dropped, right?
Nope.
6th of March, wasn't it?
Nope.
Today. Shit. Gotta watch that shit now. Also weird seeing Luffy with leg hair. Alright, let's go to the actual chapter, which is called With Pride. Or as Tom used to say, with a dawn. Oh yeah, the previous chapter ended with that thunder beam from Loki and Emu fiending for some Nidhogg. What are you doing, Lilith? What the fuck, I forgot she was there. Isn't Vegapunk in that box? These are Omni-Drain converters. ODC for short. Is this a time capsule? I'm fairly certain hovertech should be feasible on Elbaf. This place is teeming with energy. It's all around us. Have you tried anything stronger than cola to power yourself? He did try some shit in Ennis Lobby. Some tea and tomato juice, if I remember correctly, to varying results. This is a nightmare. The world really might be ending today. It's time for Ragnarok. Do you see that thing? That dragon's so big, it even dwarfs Kaido. Guy's getting bigger and bigger, as we said. But then again, it wasn't Luffy on its back. True, he was riding another dragon. Well, he's dragonborn. That Nami always pulling some reckless shit. And then Nami calls out Zeus. Jaguar D Soul is pretending to die again. Sorry, I got no business lying around here at a time like this. Okay. Nami's employing Zeus to do something. What is he doing? We gotta put out the fires at the school and library. Hey yo, Nami. Leave it to me, Nami. I saved up plenty of water. That makes sense. He's a fucking cloud. Pouring rain. Tempo. So that's an upgrade from the regular rain tempo. This wasn't part of the deal. Who said you could put out the fire? Fucking Arceus over there. Or is it Arceus? Our terms were clear. You were meant to forsake all this world history crap. What the fuck, my voice went out. By the way, Killingham is like a clone of Madame Charlie, face-wise. And Zeus gets eaten by another dragon. Or what the fuck is that? Is that a snake? No, it's a lindworm. What? I was close. He was our last hope to put out these flames. Who's that guy? He must be one of the 3 demons. ODCs are engaging. Fuck, what was ODC? Thermal energy absorption. Beyblade, they're spinning and absorbing heat. They actually managed to absorb every ounce of heat. Ounce. Every last drop. And now the forest is frozen. What is that thing? The flames are out. What the? Everything's frozen. What in the punk hazard? We've got down to 0 Kelvin. What happened? Seems like they did it. The fire in the school and library have all been extinguished. Even calamities are ultimately just clumps of energy. And she put that shit in a cola bottle. So that's the secret recipe. Frankie, take this for a whirl. Hold up. Hold up. This bottle looks like it's gonna burst. Yeah, we're due for a Frankie power-up. Super Vega Cola. Your internal structure is truly magnificently designed. You're at least on par with the Pacifista, but I was shocked to learn you managed to run yourself on plain old cola. Listen good now. Your fuel is your passion. When you use this stuff, your power will explode. Regular cola is fine. Oh, it's so dark. It's like when Luffy got eaten by the Kashigami in Skypiea. Wait, what was his name? Nola? Nami, save me. Soul. Can you make it to the library? Of course I can. All that history was left to us by Ohara. I mean, there's no way it was saved 700 chapters ago just to be destroyed. Devour the library, Dream Demon. The Lindworm is about to eat that shit. What is that? That reminds me of a sand boss. That's a sandworm though, in Shadow of the Colossus. And that's actually the power of one of the Gorosei, so I don't know why the fuck I said that. A new world can only be born by severing things like history. And expect this to be philosophical all of a sudden. Jinbei dove in the water. Nami, leave Zeus to me. he'll cap him right up after a strike from my fist. Whoa, is that a fistman? Hey, why are you acting surprised? Like you're not a fistman yourself. Fucking Madame Charlie imposter. They really are the most repulsive race in the world. I thought you said we need to sever history. Maybe you should also sever that history of racism and slavery along that shit. If anyone's going to gag, it'll be me. Good thing I brought my mask. That elitist attitude and gross ideology. It's typical for a celestial dragon. Yeah, almost too typical. What is this? It's becoming cartoony. You really must be out of touch. If you don't even recognize a former warlord like Jinbei, now you're gonna pay for insulting a member of our crew. Hey yo, his son's about to kick the shit out of a... Wait, is Killingham a woman? I forgot. What the fuck? No, actually, I'm pretty sure it's a man. What the fuck am I talking about? I just got that Madame Charlie thing on my head. How about I kick a hole in that precious mask of yours? Frankie's high off that new coke, and we're getting ready for a combo attack. Frankie, Jinbei, and Sanji. Super strong fistman karate. Ifrit Jambe. Dexter. Vagabond drill. Let me see the editor's note. Dexter is Latin for right. Or like saying I'm ambidexterous. So instead of the usual strong right, he's using more brainy, scientific or whatever words because of the vagabond cola. Concasse. I mean, any doubt that Killingham was a man fucking evaporized after that hit on the top of the dome, and the head of the worm got severed as well. West Village. Alright, time to see the demon Dorian Broggy in action against Zoro and the other giants, Jarul, Hyruddin, Stansen. What the hell can we do to stop this? Dorian Broggy on their knees. Dory, are you still in there? I'm barely hanging on, Broggy. So their consciousness returned. Briefly. We're an utter disgrace. How could we ever allow such mindless insults against an esteemed elder like Jarul to cross our lips? Taking his head would stain our honor for generations. Right. It never should have come to this. We're in agreement then. Are they about to take each other out? Of course we are. Wait. He actually answered me. Oh, I saw it. I saw the panel. Farewell, partner. We'll never yield to these demons. A whole century of duels. We had a grand time of it together, didn't we? Yes, we did. We are warriors of Elbaf. There's nothing left for us but to die with pride. Fire. Let's fucking go. Let's see if this is actually the end, though. Probably not. Chiefs. Dory, Broggy. Why'd they do that? What's going on? They're on fire? Wait, they got purified? What? You're both back to normal? Their heads are even back in place. Well, it was nice for a moment, I guess. That means death breaks the demonic curse. Our gruesome corpses weren't a pretty sight for you all, but it seems your body returns to working shape the moment you're flipped back. It's like the end of Thriller Bark, when half of Zoro, Robin, Sanji were gone because of the dawn, because of the sun rising, and they didn't have their shadows. But when the shadow returned after Moria got defeated, the body regenerated. That was fucking weird as well back then. So it works kinda like that, I guess. And as Zoro says, so we can go all out against the rest. What happened to Harald then, when he got killed by Loki? Shouldn't he return? Now we know. We just need to land fatal blows, and they'll be restored. I'm getting a bit confused here. What happened to my main rocks? Well, I have the rule of not looking up shit when I'm doing the live reaction. That means lopping off their heads will work. We can even gouge their hearts out. These guys are getting a bit too excited. But that's totally out of the question. I mean, they're our friends, right? Real friends. How many of us get the kids back home? Sure. They don't need to see giant hearts getting ripped out of their chests. I kinda feel bad. Yeah, I can tell from that smile from ear to ear. Oh yeah, they're all trolling. Yeah, this is really breaking my heart. Break next week. Hey, at least we got the live action now. Nope. Alright, time to reread. Lilith with her mechanical donuts, ready to power up Frankie. Nam's doing that heavy rain move. Mr. Killingham appears with that lindworm, which gobbles up Zeus. Omni Drain absorbed all the energy, leaving the school iced, which is fitting for a walrus. Then that energy converted into a fucking soda. Now imagine we get that shit into the Thousand Sunny because sun is also powered by cola. Imagine how far it can fly. It can fly over the red line, or it can shoot a fucking cannon to tear down Mary Joa. That bottle is throbbing. Super Vega Cola. Robin and Sol, of course, are worried about all those books saved from the Library of O'Hara. Shout out to Arthur. Jimmy gets discriminated. Whoa, is that a fish, man? What are you, though? With those pointy teeth. A human with bad dental hygiene. Good thing I brought my mask. The only one, by the way, from the Celestial Dragons present. Sanji there, condemning the ideology, of course. Nice to see Sanji fighting for one of the guys for once. Also cool to see a combo attack, because those are not that common. Of course, Sanji and Jinbei combine their forces against Tsumi in Fishman Island. It's usually done against very large opponents, like Oars in Thriller Bark, for instance. This time, Jinbei teams up with Frankie and they take out the Dream Demon, while Sanji takes out Killingham. Then we have the Dory and Brogy part, with them having that glimpse of their true self coming out and deciding that they want to go out with a bang, and then cutting the heads of each other. And that supposedly is the key to turn the demons, flip them back to their original forms, back to normal. Oh yeah, and I missed the actual turning of the ground and shit. You know, the flipping of that demonic circle. The thing that puzzled me is that why did Harald, wow, I said Harald again. Why did Harald, oh my god, have to actually die then? Or even more importantly, why did Rox Beck have to get killed? I guess they're all kinda different. For Harald, he was already knighted. He had that tattoo etched in his arm. I don't think he could ever be normal again. From my understanding, that was the whole point, right? That you could never defy orders again. Okay, so scratch that. Forget that fucker. Let's go to Rox. He was Domi reversed on the spot, like Brogy, so it should be a similar situation. But now that I think about it, actually, he was cured. After Roger and Garp did their ulti against him, he woke up, but then the God's Knights were there to finish him off. So I guess it makes sense. I'm thinking on the spot here, you know? By the way, where is Imu in all of this? Did we see Gunko in this chapter? Well, enough One Piece for today. I gotta go and watch One Piece on Netflix.
Nope.
The live action. So peace out.